Okay, hello. It is Friday, March the 12th. This is, I think, session 50. I don't know. Might be 51. It might be any number of things. Okay, my screen is doing strange things again. All right, so I am today going to read from a gorgeous little deck of I Ching cards, which there's a whole lot of reasons why, and none of them really matter. The I Ching is wonderful for very specific questions, um, certainly not yes no questions, and better. I'm trying to think of an example. I probably really should have worked at this. Hello, Carol. Okay, so I'm telling people specific question. I don't need to know it. You don't need to declare it in public on the page. But if you've got something that you're looking for some guidance about, hopefully this will be helpful. I don't know. First time I try with these cards on a live. So this is going to be you're going to be my guinea pigs today. Is that a wrong thing? Okay, for Carol, for Carol, for Carol. It is over here. It is here. It is. Oops, they're all sticking together. That's how new they are. Okay, it's this one. All right, so you know what your question is. Oh my goodness. Hi, Krista. Hi, Regina. Oh, everybody showed up. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. This is for Carol, and you got number 31, and it reads join together, be welcoming, bring the separate parts into contact. I have no idea if that's about extending your bubble or just what's going on with you, and depending on where you directed your energy and what you asked for, I really hope that makes sense. Joining together, be welcoming in these times. This is it's really very specific, isn't it? Bring the separate parts into contact. All right. Okay. Let me know if it totally doesn't make sense, because as a guinea pig, I guess you can ask for a do-over. All right. So Krista, oh, I don't know if you should or you shouldn't. And I see you, Regina. You came in after Krista said she'd love a card. If it's entirely up to you, Krista, whether you want to leave your question out in the public, you're welcome to. It is good, Carol. Excellent. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so Krista, I see your question, and the cards knew already. I have no doubt. Okay, it's up in this part. These are thick and they're new and they're not slidey the way I am used to. For Krista, it occurred to me that you phrased it as a yes no, which doesn't work. So we will ask what will be the result if you do. Okay? At least I think you did. What would be the result? Okay, it's down here. Oops. Clumsy. We'll break them in. All shall be well. Okay, it's this one. It says, oh, that's interesting. Avoid confusion by clarifying boundaries. Know your limits. I think that's neither a yes nor a no, but it's about being prepared. It's about laying the groundwork. It's about setting the boundaries. Wow, places hopping. Um, I think that's an answer that makes sense to me for your question. So I hope that works. All right, Regina was next. And hello, cousin Kathy. Lovely. I, yeah, it's not even you, Kathy. I just love having cousins. I love that I was in my 60s when I found extra cousins. It's an awesome, awesome thing. And I love that you're here and that you come. And hello, Cookie. Nice to see you. And I see you, yes, pleasing. All right, so this is for Regina. Regina, whatever question, specific, not a yes, no. And if you can't figure out what's the phrasing for not a yes, no, just ask what would be the result if I, or if they, or if it, or if whatever, if I go. If I go or if I stay. For Regina. The result for Regina. Okay, so you can make progress by treading carefully. So don't be impulsive, whatever it is that you're contemplating. Don't go rushing into things. Don't go leaping off cliffs. But there is progress to be made. Also, don't sit in the corner and wait for the world to change. You will make progress, but you need to be moving forward, paying attention to what's going on, being careful. Makes sense to me. Stay home if you can. Wear your mask. Oh dear, now I've got some that have turned around. Whoops. Okay, that was Regina. Regina, yes. Krista, I did. So Kathy is next, and then Cookie. Krista says it makes sense. Excellent. I love this. It's always, even after I'm coming up 40 years, I have been doing readings and doing stuff, and it still gets me all excited when it's right. And it's not that I don't trust it, because I know synchronicity will always serve, but it still excites and amazes me when it is right. So, okay, Regina, I guess that does make sense. Good. All right. So, cousin Kathy, it is awesome. It so is awesome. Okay, cousin Kathy. Every Friday I see your name there. You're so faithful and loyal and you keep coming back. And every Friday I think I've got to make time for a video call. And then I get off busy and doing other things. And then it's Friday again. I'm so sorry. Okay, got a little clump of them here that it's this little clump. All right. Okay, I don't know what it is that you're up to or what you're asking about. It's telling you that there is danger. That doesn't mean don't worry. It's like the death card in tarot. You don't have to get excited. It says recognize that danger is unavoidable. Well, we're living in a world where touching somebody can make you sick. So yeah, danger is unavoidable. Allow yourself to be swept along. Take some risks. There's if you asked a specific question yourself, then the answer is, danger is unavoidable. If you need to go out, if you need to, I don't know if you're needing to extend your bubble, or if there's something that you're feeling afraid of. Certainly, we live in a time when danger is unavoidable. It says allow yourself to be swept along and take some risks. So again, yeah, don't just sit in the corner, I guess is the response, right? It is it is we're living in such a strange and wonderful time. The I Ching, that it's a very complex system that is over 3,000 years old. So awesome. Still in use. It's been in continuous use. Um, and still working and still doing. Hey Jen, good to see you. All right, so I have somebody came in after Kathy. Cookie is here. Whoops. So the I Ching really good for specific questions. I don't need to know your question. You don't need to post it in public, but sit with yourself and know the specific question, not just a yes no. Shall I buy the blue or the red? Or a really simple dichotomy like that is you can get much more detailed and more complex and also more general. So, what will be the result if I get on a number 7 bus tomorrow? What will be the result if, right? So, this is Cookie. Some question, something that's important in your life that you need some guidance around. What will be the result if I do this or I don't do this? Whatever's working for you, Cookie. It's in here. Why? Okay. Oh, all right. Nice. It is draw on a central source of energy and wisdom. Focus on basic truths. Now, again, I don't know what your question is, but depending, I have no idea if you've got legal stuff going on or paperwork that you're reading, but the idea of focusing on basic truths seems well, hopefully you will know, but there is a central source of energy and wisdom, and of course, Cookie, meditate, quiet practice, getting central, getting to that place within where our wisdom resides, right? Exploring those paths. It is the source of all life, and that is what this card is telling you. All right. Okay, Joanna Marie Almuata Hernandez. I see you. And Jen was here first. So we will. So, Joanna, I think you're new. I think I would remember that name if I'd seen it before. So, welcome. It is lovely that you got here. We're reading from I Ching cards today. The I Ching Oracle is actually very much more complex than this. I read it. You're welcome, Cookie. I hope that made sense. Um, I I read with coins, and it's 3 coins, and you cast them 6 times, and you draw a hexagram. A hexagram being the 6 lines, the symbol that we're seeing. There's lots to it, and it gets into really deep and complex answers. These, when I saw these, I thought they would be just perfect for a really quickie thing for a Friday, right? Okay, so this is for Jen, and then I will read for Joanna. Okay. Jen. What will be the result of? Oh, I know a couple of things that you're seeking guidance about. What I know makes no difference to which card speaks, though. Oops. It's that one. Couldn't be more buried. All right. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I'm so sorry, Jen. You got stagnating. The number 12 is a lovely number, but you got stagnating. It says stagnate. Accept the obstructions in your way. So there is a sort of an allowing flavor of that. 3,000 years ago, they maybe didn't use the word allowing the way we do, but yeah, at this time, there is no progress, I guess, is what it's saying. So, depending what you asked about, there is no progress at this time. There is stagnating. Accept the obstructions in your way. And I would add, just because I know you and I care about you, look in another direction and see where your energy is better placed, right? And know that in labyrinth work we do a lot about, when the path is blocked, you turn and you go in another direction. And if that's kind of where you're at, then obviously that wasn't the path that was going to take you to where you want to go. All right. So, Joanna, if I've missed anybody, speak up, but I'm reading now for Joanna. Joanna, in the privacy of your own life, organize your specific question, and hopefully we will get a specific answer that applies to it. Okay, we have invigorating power. Motivate with an inspiring idea. Use your power wisely. So, Joanna, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like a call to leadership in a lot of ways. For you to be, hey, Lorianne, for you to be motivating people, for you to be motivate with an inspiring idea. Use your power wisely. So honoring other people where they are at, but providing them also with motivation that has come to you through inspiration. So being open to that energy, that where the universe wants to flow through you into the world, allowing. It's always about allowing. Yeah, sometimes my tunes only have one note. um, Allowing that inspiration to come through, and allowing it's invigorating, allowing it to excite you. You know it's the right energy and it's meant for you and it's about your intention when it does fill you up and excite you and you're invigorated. And that's when your energy excites other people. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious, this is lovely. Lori and Rochelle, please tell me that you would like a reading. Tell me specifically. And Kathleen, I will read for you now. So Joanna, I hope that made sense. There's something you're being called to lead and to motivate, and it's going to feel so good. It won't feel like work. It won't feel like anything else. Rochelle, I see you. Okay, Kathleen, in the privacy of your own life, come up with a specific question. We're doing I Ching, and they're really good for specific questions, not just yes, no, but the whole what will be the result, or how how will it play out if, or those those kinds of questions. This is for Kathleen. This one. Oh, okay. All right. So the I Ching is saying separation. It says break off ties, separate and diverge, be resolute. So depending what you asked, oh, okay, I think I know, but that's just me. It's a very specific answer for a for some questions and not others. Oh, Kathleen, you're too lovely. That's yes. Oh, Okay. Oh, we have a spammer in the room again. I apologize. My I don't know what to do. They change. I ban them and I bar them and I delete them and they change their names and they come back and do it again. I've had like 5 or 6 this last week keep coming into last Friday's live. And yeah, Dammy is right. I will I will I will plow on. All right. So, Rochelle, of course you may have a reading sitting there in your own space. Make yourself a clear question and hopefully the I Ching cards will give you a clear answer. That would be okay. So again, I don't know what's going on in your world, Rochelle. Immediately, organization, well, organized force, organize and provide effective leadership. That's something that I think you often do, but maybe there's some specific project or some particular direction that you're thinking about going. It's number 7. It's the teacher. It's a good thing. Organize and provide effective leadership. You're certainly more than capable of that, and that's what the cards say you're called to. Okay. Yes, Kathleen, I would love to know your question. I know what yeah. Okay, so I know Lorianne said sure she would like a reading, so I can't find her post now because the spammer has filled up my feed, which is really obnoxious. Oh, Lorianne, you have to go. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, go. You're probably gone now. Let me know when you come back. So, Seema. Okay. All right, that's still kind of a yes no question, Seema. We want to know you're right now you're not knowing if it's yours or not. So we want to know what is the outcome of the process that you're in right now? Do we want to know how are we going to phrase that? For Seema, the phrasing would be this is so much easier when you make your own question. Um, yeah, what are gonna be what is the outcome of Seema's what is the shape of Seema's occupation going forward? Like in the I'm gonna say in the next month. You don't say, hey Heather. Um, yeah, yeah. What is the shape of Seema's work life? What is what does Seema's career look like in the next while? Okay. We have got seduction. It says recognize that primitive forces and desires are driving the situation. I don't know if you are being motivated by money, that you're making this choice because of a primitive force or desire to change your financial situation, or if you're if yeah, I mean it could be much more primitive and basic than that, if you're following a romantic partner into it, or if you're helping someone you love with their business. It's not kind of how I read your question, but it might be. If there's some, or if you're looking at changing your status and your self image through expressing yourself through this job, recognizing those forces that are sort of seducing you into the work. It may be that when you can recognize and name those desires, that it will shift how you feel about what's going on, and perhaps um, oh, you're not very sure. Okay, so maybe they're trying to seduce you. I guess it's about what it is that you want. What are your desires, and are they going to meet them? If you're not very sure about them, you know what, Seema? You are connected to the cosmic wisdom, and whether you're meditating deeply and connecting to it like really, really bigly, or you're just having an intuition and a hunch and a whatever, your spirit knows. And if you're going, oh, it kind of smells fishy, it's fishy, Seema. Trusting in yourself, trusting in that feeling. And I'm sorry that you're jobless, and that is really hard. But being seduced by the chance of something that's kind of iffy, I would, yeah, I don't know. Is it Dr. Phil who says, don't substitute my judgment for your own? You're there, you know exactly what's going on. Um, and I don't. A lot depend with the startup too. It's about what they're asking from you, what kind of commitment you're making to them and to the future, and all of that. Well, you're welcome, Seema. I hope that was a thing. All right. Heather Killen, it is lovely to see your smiling emoji. It's if you would like a card, let me know. We're doing the I Ching. I love the I Ching. I love the traditional. I read with the three coins usually, but I found these cards. I found actually there's another another set of cards by Paul O'Brien. I don't know him at all, but these are big and beautiful cards, but they're a little more complex. Having this the interpretation on the card for a Friday live is a good thing. Um, but I do have these if anybody is into booking an appointment and doing stuff. Rochelle, you are very welcome, and I hope you have a great weekend too. 100%. And Heather, okay, if you have a question, you do not need to share it, but have it clearly in your mind. Not a yes no, but something. Describe the situation, or ask about circumstances or outcomes, or very sticking together. Okay. All right. Oh, there is another one. That's what I was trying to find. Okay, maybe you're supposed to have both of these, and that's why they're stuck together. All right, this is, they kind of fit together in a way. So you 53 and 63, which is interesting in and of itself. 53 is gradual development, and it says make gradual progress towards your goals, which I can't imagine that you wouldn't be. And then 63 is completed phase. It says proceed now with an important move or transition. And I'm thinking that together that sort of suggests that sort of like you're at the end of chapter one, you're gradually working towards reading the whole book. You've completed chapter one, but it's still just a part of. So I'm not sure what projects you've got going on. Um, and they were very, very stuck together and seemed to want to come to you. So I don't know what spirit thinks you needed to know that you needed both of those. And depending on the question you asked, that might make completely good sense. Oh, hello. You just got a job offer. Okay. So, yes, making gradual progress towards your goals and proceeding now with an important move or transition. Ah, that's not easy. Hello, Celestine Aria. What a lovely name. Welcome. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Oh, Heather, that's I did nothing, Heather. Nothing at all. Okay. All right. So, Celestine Aria, hi from the Philippines. Did you ask? You're sending me hearts. I need you to tell me specifically that you would like a card. I'm reading today with these really nifty I Ching cards that are essentially a sort of shortcut cheat from the way the I Ching works. Well, welcome. That's so cool, Heather. I hope that's helpful to you. That's big stuff going on for sure. You're another person I need to make time to talk to. Okay, Celestine, there we go. So, in the privacy of your own space, formulate a question that is not a yes or a no, but something like, what will be the result? Or what do I need to consider? Or really open-ended kind of a question. Not just what do I need to consider, but what do I need to consider when I'm buying my next tablecloth and that kind of thing. Very specific. Okay, all right. We have exceeding. Oh, okay. Don't know what's going on with you, Celestine, but it says exceeding. Push harder than normal. Do the extraordinary. So, depending what it is that you're being called to do, and if you're I know a lot of people are really feeling the weight of this year at home, and we're at the anniversary now of the first lockdown. um do the extraordinary, maybe just about pushing through a resistance. if you are if you're feeling I if you're feeling depleted, this card is saying, have a good breakfast and push on. So it's I hope that makes sense for you. Exceeding the limits that you have placed on yourself, or especially if other people are putting limits on you, exceeding those is the message. You know exactly what it means. You see, it's so good. I love, love, love this book. I just, it makes me happy. All right, good. I am glad of that. Has anybody else come in while I was busy? Eileen, hello. Yes, of course. I'm doing little I Ching cards today. Little I Ching sheets, and they seem to be people are responding that the answers make sense, which is always a nice thing. So, Eileen, in the privacy of your own space, formulate a question that isn't a yes no, but more more open-ended than that, asking about circumstances, asking about results or outcomes, asking about, what do I need to consider when I'm walking down Fifth Avenue, whatever whatever thing it is that is your issue. Okay, we have the stickies again. There we go. It's this one. Fellowship. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I don't know if this is work or family. Find ways of cooperating with others. I would have thought you're a very cooperative person, Eileen, but maybe there's some area of your life where find ways of cooperating with others. It bubbles up in the back of my head that there's a volunteer project that you might take on, or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, Certainly, fellowship is a really nice energy to be connected to. So I hope that makes sense for whatever topic you had focused on. That is really good. And you're not so late. It's only 22. And I think, okay, if nobody comes in, I will launch into a long and complex commercial for myself. So if you're here, thank you for being here. Make sure you like and follow this page. If you're watching this at a later date on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. The schedule and the links for this month through March and maybe into April. I'm doing a quiet practice sampler on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm always telling people that finding a quiet practice is a really, really important step to getting centered and to getting clarity about what comes next, and being really present in life, which is sort of what all of my work comes down to, is connecting with that. Connecting. Oh, we've got another spammer. Wow, two in 15 minutes. That's not bad. I do apologize. I will get rid of the posts as soon as I can. Um, so there are lots and lots of different quiet practices that are worth our time and effort, but not necessarily. If it's a new idea, you don't necessarily want to commit to doing a 6-week course with somebody, or going to a retreat in Bali or whatever. So I'm doing these Saturday morning sessions, just 30-40 minutes. Tomorrow I'm doing some breath work. So you can join me. The link is on the events page on my website. We do it in Zoom. So you can choose, you can have your microphone on or off, you can have your camera on or off. You get to pick your level of privacy. Oh, for pity's sake, seriously? These people are really, really shameless. Which part of why not have your own live is so hard to deal with? Okay. Where was the other one? Christy Carver. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. No, unpin. Oh, if it shuts down my camera like it did last time, I will be very annoyed. Very, very. Okay, now hopefully hopefully that will have cleaned up the feed a bit, but now I can't tell. Yes, Kathy, I see that. And hopefully the mind boggles at the just the brass neck. It really is something. All right. Oh, I should do a community card. All right. So I've told the software to hide all of those posts. I have no idea whether you're still seeing them or not. Hopefully not. I'm still seeing them. But there we go. Okay, community card for people who are either lurking today and not speaking up or are seeing this later on video. I don't know. The I Ching is so specific. I don't know how. There's no reason why it wouldn't. So formulate your question, not a yes, no. And let me know. Leave me a comment if you are seeing this later. And tell me whether or not this is applying and making sense. They're very specific answers. And in my previous work with the I Ching, which I found in I think 1984, so specific and focused and sensible. It's just amazing. So what we have for the community, okay, decreasing. It says reduce your involvement, accept loss or a diminishing of your position. So maybe we're going to be further locked down. I don't know. Decreasing, reduce your involvement. What does that mean? It's going to depend what question you've asked, right? If you're asking what will be the result if I marry Chris, reducing your involvement is a very, very clear message there. Whereas, what would be the outcome if I buy this house? Reduce your involvement. Okay, yeah, well, depending on your question, there is a whole lot of stuff. Carol, you can see me, that's good. Can you see all the other messages? The spam messages? Because these are, as I said, but I don't know how to renew my text bar without ending the video. So I don't want to do that. Are you sure you want to delete this comment? Yeah, the part where I said delete all from this individual would be. This is truly remarkable. Okay, now it's offering me When I click on the side, it's offering me unhide. So I guess that means that in truth, they are hidden. Okay, you can still see them, Carol, though. Oh, Facebook. I do love the good bits, but gosh, it's frustrating when we hit the bad bits. It really is. All right, so back to my. Yes, yes, I've still got two. I've got this Christy person and a Dammy. Um, but when I click on a message from either one of them and tell it to hide, or in order to tell it to hide or to delete, it asks me, "Do you want to unhide?" So I don't know. I don't know. I want the spammers to go away and have a life and build their own practice and leave my clients alone. Yes, those are the two I've got too. Um, I've clicked all the buttons that say to ban them and to hide them and to do. There's three things. I guess I boot them off the page, or it says I do. I ban them from. Oh, I report them as spammers. Okay. I don't know what to say, Kathy. I'm so sorry. All right. Where was I? Saturday quiet practice sample series. Tomorrow breathwork. Last week we did a visualization just for people who don't know what that even means. Just working on visualizing something. Tomorrow we're going to work with breath a little bit because that is for sure a way to get deep inside. Next week think I've got it listed on the website that we're going to work with a mantra because that yeah, you're right, Kathy. It may be that they're still posting and we're not seeing it. Hooray for that. Um, yeah, so just and then chanting, I think, is one of, they do have a brass neck. Too right. Um, the thing is, it costs nothing to host your own live and bring your own people in and do your own work and hopefully you will message me when you're ready to have a full reading and help me to make my rent money before you go rushing off to people you've never heard of. I don't understand the whole mentality of this kind of spamming. Just it eludes me completely. Anyway, I am available for appointments for all sorts of things. We can do I Ching, traditional I Ching. We can do card readings. We can do numerology. Depending what you need and where you're at, you don't even have to decide ahead of time. You can just we will talk and figure out what's going to give you the best result for what it is that you're trying to figure out or decide or let go of. Sometimes it's a letting go. Very often, I think that most of my clients, it's about just finding clarity, something that has happened that has brought up a whole lot of not knowing, and numerology chart can often help with understanding what were my intentions when I came into the human experience. What is it that I can what is it that I can draw on? What are the resources that are available to me to to move forward from this confusion, whatever that may be? Okay, so yes, I'm booking appointments. I've got Sundays in April. I'm going to be teaching numerology. There are three sessions. It's just a basic to get started, and then you can choose whether you're going to continue with it. Um, the 11th, 18th, and 25th of April. Doing that. That's going to be in Zoom. Everything is going to be in Zoom. I've tried some other platforms and I'm happy with Zoom. So tomorrow is breath, the following week is mantras, and the week after that is chanting. And which are not so different from each other, but I've got different soundtracks to work with. It's the other thing that I've got on Tuesday afternoons at 2 o'clock Eastern. Hello, Barb. Oh, how good to see you. Tuesday afternoons, also in Zoom, I do a meditation thing, which is also fun and a just a gentle introduction and sometimes a nice break in the day for during these very peculiar days that we're having. So Barb, I found a deck of really cute I Ching cards that provide commentary right on the front of them. So it's just ideal for an activity like this. So, in the privacy of your own life, formulate a question that's not a yes or no, but is broader than that, more open-ended. What will be the outcome if I follow through on making balloon animals, whatever. And we will let the I Ching come up with a response for that. The I Ching cards. I'm all self-conscious now, Bob, because I know that you direct my fingers back to the card you want. I hope I got it right this time. Oh, nice. You got expand and prosper. So whatever you got out of what your question was, I hope this makes sense. Ian, stranger, how good to see you. Just a second. So Barb, yes, whatever you asked about. This looks like a big permission to go forward. A very nice. Yes. Well, Ian's really good at formulating questions. You could give a master class, Ian. You're doing great. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you're. It is perfect, Barbara. Good, good. Of course it is. I know it. I trust it. I am still surprised by it and thrilled and yes. Once in a while, once in a while, somebody gets a card that they say, oh, I don't know. And if I'm lucky, there's somebody else in the room with them who goes, yeah, don't you remember when this, and they go, oh, yes. So, yes, it's always right, really. Okay, this one's jumped out, Ian. Okay. I'm I Ching. So, what do you need to know to help you navigate change in this 5 universal year and essence cycle? You are not yet complete. Wait and prepare for an important change. I think that seriously? I'm sorry, Ian. We have been having so much trouble with spammers today. This is number 3 who has come in the last 54 minutes. That is just stunningly remarkable that people are this persistent, because they just go out and change their name and come back in again. It's okay. So Kate has been banned. I don't understand where they come from or why. Okay, so Ian, I haven't talked to you for a long time. I don't know exactly what's going on, and that 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 feels sensible to me. I don't know whether it does for you, that there are still, there's so much being left unfinished and incomplete and delayed and postponed because of the different levels of lockdown and stuff. And I know that you're impacted by some of that, that places you would normally go that are not there or not open or not available or whatever. So there are likely things that are changing. Wait and prepare for an important change. I want to say that you're going to get a not quite a buy, but a not an allowance either. What's the word that I want? That you are going to receive a benefit from the delays. That there's going to be a that comes out of. It's like you can't get into the laundromat because it's closed. So when it does finally open, you're going to get a month of free laundry, right? There's going to be something that is a payback, that is a compensation. Yes. So even though that's part of why you're not complete, because you don't have the compensation yet. Does that make sense? That's what I'm feeling. And yeah, big changes. Wait and prepare for an important change. It's hard to prepare for something that isn't here yet because you don't know what that preparation is going to be. But I know that you are doing the work of getting yourself centered and getting yourself aligned. What do you need to know that for your highest good to help you navigate change? Abraham Hicks uses the phrase, you can't get it wrong and you never get it done. And I think maybe that applies here because navigating change, you're going to be doing that until they put you in your pine box at the end. We're always going to be navigating change. This year, with the 5 and universal energy for 2021, is a very changing year. And ultimately, wait and prepare. There's a lot of wait. It's a lot of hurry up and wait, isn't it? I think it was Katharine Hepburn who said that she did not get paid for acting at all. Nobody paid her for her acting. She loved to act. But they paid her. She took money because they made her wait in between scenes and in between takes and all of the waiting that she had to do, all of the time that she spent not acting is where she felt she was earning her paycheck, right? And I feel as if that somehow applies to this, that we're this wait and prepare for an important change. The waiting is very stagnant and the change is very mobile. So it's two sides of a coin, and it's also it's paradoxical. So having it be one as well as the other is hard. Okay, so now my screen has gone berserk again, and I don't understand exactly why. I have Okay, I've completely lost my text bar. Well, I have it there. It's just got grey boxes in it now instead of words. So if anybody's saying anything to me, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it. It is, however, 2:59. So what I will maybe do is say goodbye to everybody. I will be back next week, back with my card deck, The Wisdom of the Garden Path. Um, I hope you get a chance to maybe join me Saturday morning or Tuesday afternoon, 2 o'clock on Tuesday is the meditation. The Zoom links are on the events tab on my website. I would love to see you. They're also in the newsletter if you've been there and signed up and so bizarre. It's like I'm cut out of my own thing. All right, so I am going to go. I am going to wish you namaste. Please stay home if you can. Stay safe if you have to go outside. Keep your distance from from uh, from other people who are outside your bubble. Thank you for being here, and please come back again soon. And hopefully, Facebook will cooperate with me a little better. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.